the Knights this time, though. That'll be number 16 for them, Brian McGovern.
It's a long kick, but there isn't any control there. It's not to anyone. You want to try to, I think Norristown should start using their wings more. They haven't tested the fullbacks, the wing fullbacks, and they're just chipping the ball along and not getting anything out of it. That's just a clear, a fullback clear. Whenever a fullback feels pressure, he just wants to get the ball out of his defensive end.
Okay, we've still got 7:24 left to go here in the first period of play. We've got 3 more to come. It's been an interesting ball game so far.
There hasn't been a lot of control. There's a pass. Now there's a wing. That's exactly what I was talking about. And he tried to cross. He had the wing on this side, 11 wide open. It would have been a perfect play if the fullback.
Was that an offsides call? Is that, or is there offsides?
Yes, there is offsides. If a white man, in this instance, Norristown, precedes the ball past the defender, he's offsides, unless he is not seeking an advantage, and that's up to the referee's discretion whether he's seeking an advantage or not.
Judgment call.
Yes. This is just more kicking again. You want to put the ball on the ground and control is what you look for. Now there's Kenrick. There's a nice pass. Pushed off, and he still controls the ball. A nice effort. That was Eddie Hall again.
Now, how much contact are you allowed to have in the ball game? I mean, you see them, with the tackles and little shoves here and there. Is there supposed to be no contact, or?
This is not a contact sport. However, I have seen everything from broken legs to concussions. I can't go through a year without seeing an ambulance come on the field and take somebody off. There is contact, and there's a lot of contact. And as you see, the equipment is just a shirt and a pair of pants, except for the goaltender who will wear pads. As far as officials calling it, you are allowed to push from the shoulders down as long as you're body to body or side to side. However, if you see it now, you just saw 10, Eddie Hall come in there, and he got called for a push. And that's what it was. He used his body to push the man off. Now they're trying the wings again. And that's exactly what I think they should do.
Oh.
Now, I don't know whether that will be called or not because of the fact that the man did kick the ball before he was tripped. If you're playing the ball and you happen to trip a man, that's all right. Now, Norristown still has his ball. We look to the other side. That's exactly what he did. There's the play. Perfect. Oh! The fullback tried to push it back to the goaltender. The goaltender was anticipating the ball to roll to the side, and therefore it went out over the end line. And
Norristown has a corner kick.
Now Norristown has a corner. The object here is for Norristown to back up and move into the ball. They're going to try to get ahead on this ball and put it into the net. Kenrick will try to head the ball out. It's a little wide.
Yeah. Now Min just drops it back to Roman.
Norristown has control now, and that's what they want. Now Kenrick has the ball. All right, now they're looking for control. They got it to a good man. Eddie's up there. Nice long throw in. The fullbacks have to play back to anticipate that long throw in. Here we go to the wing again. A little strong.
Min just that time tried to go to Carbone. And Mark Sassone with the throw in that time for Kenrick. They get it up to McGovern.
Yeah, I see we have Vinny Carbone here at Norristown. He's a cousin of Sal Carbone from PW. And the two of them like to dribble all over the field.
I remember the PW Norristown game, Mike Roman yelling, "Vinny, pass the ball."
That's so true. All right, now we go see send Vinny. You should send him. All right, he looks in the middle. Look at the other side. There's no one there.
Nobody there.
Nobody.
I think McDevitt, the fellow who was in the middle of the field, is your left winger there. And the goaltender for Bishop Kenrick, Jim Sortino, controls for them. That's a nice boot.
It's a high kick. A lot of time for anybody to move under it. There's a push from behind, which they let go. It's also a play on. If the referee feels that the team that has been fouled still has possession and control of the ball, he will call a play on, and play will continue.
All right, 2:58 left to go in the first quarter. Of course, Bishop-Kenrick up 1-0. Carl Martella scored for them in the first 4 minutes of the ball game.
We got his opportunity here.
Shot on goal, nice
block.
save. Sortino came up big that time.
Yes, he did. He came up with a nice save, but he didn't control the ball. What you want to look for is a goaltender to control that ball because it was at his chest. However, it was hit hard.
Carbone for the Eagles.
Nice play.
Has it taken away. And Kenrick clears the ball downfield. They're going to race for it. We've got a streaking Bishop-Kenrick player, but Drew Cressman controls for the Eagles.
Made a nice move inside and then outside, but lost the ball.
Yep, just over the end line.
All right, Kenrick right now is substituting. The only time a team can substitute is when you have possession of the ball, and it has to be a throw-in, a corner kick, or a 6-yarder. And they have possession, so they can sub, but Norristown cannot sub. We have an illegal throw-in. He either picked his foot up or stepped on the line. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
So Norristown takes the ball. Another slip. Eddie Hall made a nice move there, and
they got the ball out front. That's Bob Emery back for the Eagles.
he's trying to control it. He'll try to control it, move it to Kenrick player.
Mike Roman there.
Steps in between, but he's back.
Okay, that ball crossed the sideline. I think it's going to be Norristown's ball, though. No, it's going to be Kenrick's ball. All right.
That's one for you and one for me. As you can see right there, we had a little contact, little bouncing off each other.
Okay, that ball, number 20 that time, Dave O'Brien tried to control for the Eagles. Booted it out of bounds. Got a whistle in there. It's going to go Norristown's way. I guess a little pushing and shoving in there.
The referee, I think, just warned that player out there for kicking the ball after the whistle. That may bring on a yellow card. A yellow card is a caution, all right, warning to a player. The next time he will be ejected from the game. The problem with ejection from the game is in soccer, you cannot sub for a player that's been ejected. You have to play a man short for the rest of the game.
Wow. What an effort by Ronnie Minges.
He's just busting his shoes all over the place to get to that ball. If you can get 10 guys on a field to play like that, you're going to have a winner. I think he's playing with a broken nose also. He's broke it one of the last games of the season. We have a breakaway, or not, there it is, right there.
Drew Cressman and Vinny Carbone. Oh, just a little bit long on that lead. Sortino was able to gobble the ball up before Vinny Carbone could get to it. This time, nobody wanted it.
Yeah, number 12 was playing the man there. He definitely did not worry about the ball, but made sure that the Kenrick player could not get to the ball. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you don't get caught.
That time was Dave O'Brien on D for Norristown.
The time has run out. I think somebody should blow a whistle here.
Yeah, somebody will let them know that the time has elapsed. Okay, here on the, my brother Mike just tells me that although official time has elapsed, they're keeping the time on the field officially, and they'll stop the game at the appropriate time. And I think that's it. Yes. All right. About 30 seconds off, give or take a couple seconds. That's not too bad. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Bishop-Kenrick 1, Eagles 0.
why don't we just recap some of the festivities that happened here today? If we stop and go back to the my favorite, Plymouth Whitemarsh against Norristown, the 9th grade game today. Plymouth Whitemarsh, we beat Norristown today 6-2. That's an excellent game for Gary Smith, who happens to be coaching the Plymouth Whitemarsh boys. However, the scores I like to mention for Norristown are Brad Salter and, of course, Bob Brandt.
Your son.
Yes. My son wanted to mention that he received the corner kick from Scott Morris and was able to deposit in the corner of the net.
While we have a minute, Bob, I want to mention that the winner of this ball game will receive the Lewis V. Koss Trophy, donated by the Triangle Club of Montgomery County. And the Koss Trophy will be awarded permanently on a 5-year basis. They'll play a best-out-of-5 series over the next 5 years. The first one to win 3 games will receive the trophy on a permanent basis, and then a new trophy will be awarded. And I think that was great of the Triangle Club to do. Of course, the Triangle Club does a great deal for sports in this area. They have their annual basketball tournament over the Christmas holidays. They sponsor their Judge Danahauer Scholarship and Athletic Award, and it's good to see them helping out the soccer community as well.
Amen.
You want prayer, the other one. Good luck.
I see a picture here in the program of the Triangle Club, and they got Ralph Cotman, who for years has done a lot of work around Norristown with kids.
Taught me how to play baseball.
Taught you how to? Good. Charlie Hood, who is an ex-football player and athlete, and Bill March, the club secretary, who taught me a few things in school. We won't mention what here. We're back to the second quarter now.
All right, folks, of course, we switch sides now, different quarters. Teams are going the other way here.
And we got a little movement, and you got a man on the left side. Kenrick can push through.
Lost control for a minute.
Oh, it's going to be tight. Goaltender comes out.
It's a goal.
Oh.
Let's see if we can get the number there. That time the Norristown defense just broke down, folks.
That's a shame.
We'll wait for that player to break
free.
free.
Nice play as far as Kenrick's concerned. The Norristown goaltender showed his inexperience there. He should have been out and thrown his body in front of that ball and taken whatever punishment there comes with it. He could have broken that play down early. As far as, like I said, Kenrick, they had a 3-on-2, and they moved that ball down the field and got the most out of it. They got a goal. That really puts pressure on Norristown now. They're down 2-0 in the second period. And they've been working hard and didn't receive any goals in the first period with all their work.
The public address announcers tells us that number 15, Steve Dollarton, scored that goal for the Knights. I think at least in on the assist was number 10, Ed Hull. I didn't see who booted the ball in, but it was one of those two fellas down there.
Went in off of a Norristown fullback. He
tried to save the ball the last minute.
He made a vain attempt to try and save the ball from rolling in the net. Oh, now we have the same thing down at the other end of the field. Norristown controls. Vinny's looking for Ron. Ron got, oh, we have a whistle. That's a direct kick. I believe it's outside the 18. Yes, the way the referee's walking, it is outside the 18. So if it was inside the 18, it would be a penalty kick. It is outside, so it's just a direct kick on the net. He's lining it up, and he's got it.
Oh, yes, yeah, what a shot.
All right.
Wow. And you know, we had a perfect angle on it up here. You can just see how he put that right spin on the ball, ducked right into the left-hand corner. Goaltender had no chance.
Just inside the post. The goaltender lines up on the far post, and he had no chance at all. Kenrick, I think, should have had a wall in front of him, which they neglected to put up. Maybe they decided he was too much of an angle to shoot it. But that's going to help Norristown. That's going to bring some life back into them.
That was a heck of a kick by Ronnie Minges. Well, I think that's what the Eagles definitely needed. They needed to narrow that 2-0 gap. They don't want to be down 2-0 in the second quarter.
That's the best thing to happen to Norristown right there, was a goal.
Definitely.
And now they're going to be ready to go for another one. It brings the momentum on. It changes your mental attitude, and you're really going to be working out there. Not that Ron Minges hasn't been working. All right, Vinny just broke down the fullback there, and I think Norristown has a throw in. Yes, they do. That's a long throw in. Wait a minute, we have another whistle. I don't know what they called. They must have called illegal throw-in. So Kenrick takes the ball and is going to throw in. They're looking at the goaltender, but Ron Minges sees the goaltender coming out and moves back in position. That was a bad throw. Well, we'll play on.
Controlled by Bridle. And out of bounds, a little shove there.
I saw that shove also. Two of us saw, but the referee
going to give it to Norristown, though, so it'll be to the Eagles' advantage. That'll be O'Brien from the side. Well, go right back out. Try it one more time, O'Brien. Minges,
oh, nice head ball. Vinny, no control.
Bridle.
Looking for the far wing. That was a nice cross to get the ball out there. However, Kenrick was able to cover up and move the ball outside.
So Mike Roman will have the throw in from the far sideline. Frederick can't get the head. Minges knocks it out, but Kenrick controls.
Norristown's fullback seemed to be pushing up. Oh, that's right on top of his back. That's a penalty. Yes, that's another direct kick.
I don't think we've seen an indirect kick tonight. I think they're more prevalent, though.
No, not really.
Really?
Really, indirect kicks are for dangerous plays, anything that's not as violent. We have another, oh, he's trying to cross it this time. And Kenrick clears, but Roman's in there.
And we're going to have a call on that play.
I think he called Norristown from a sliding tackle from behind. That's a dangerous play, one of the more dangerous plays, sliding from behind. You can take out a person's legs and really hurt them. Nice play by Norristown. Oh, sorry. He did not hand the ball, but the referee decided he did.
And that call went against number 14, Don Hart, for the Eagles. Tough break for them.
Anytime you have a direct kick, the other opposite team or the opposing team cannot be within 10. Oh, the goaltender's coming out. He didn't get the ball. He's got to get back. Now he's got to move.
Nice clear by O'Brien. Oh. Number 11 for the Knights, Chaz Fortescue, picked that ball off, went to the side with it, tries to bring it up the left wing, but it's going to be... it's
going to be a throw-in. It's off of Norristown.
Off of Norristown. It was a nice play by the Kenrick player.
And Kenrick's hurrying the ball. They're hustling. Oh, get it out. There it goes. All right, now you got to move. You got to move it quick. I don't know where this referee's getting the call from. This gentleman down here in front of us was going the other way.
Well, we have just a second. I want to mention that the Triangle Club of Montgomery County, who sponsors this, a group founded in 1963. They were chartered on April 10th, 1964, when Judge Fred Smiley presented the charter to President Pete Stevens at the Montgomery County Courthouse. It's a nonprofit organization formed to aid and assist worthy students in Montgomery County in securing higher education. They also are interested in promoting the general interest of athletic activities and recognizing and paying tribute to students and adults in Montgomery County for accomplishments in athletic endeavors. Great organization, and I'm glad they're helping out with the by supplying the Lewis V. Koss Trophy.
They honor many athletes in the area. I know last year they helped out Anthony Russo in his wrestling career. They honor the best athletes in the area every year. Tremendous organization, like you said. Too hard. Too hard. Oh my gosh, he's making up the ground.
What a play. He's got the ball. It's
Oh,
Frederick.
nice play.
Oh, off the post.
Goal post.
Oh, my. Steve Frederick that time.
He's looking for a handball. They're looking for a handball. I wish we had an instant replay. That was a heck of a play by 23. Steve Fredericks.
I'm sorry about that. That's Greg Frederick, not Steve Frederick. I've been saying Steve. My apologies to Greg.
I thought Ron's pass was too far in front of him, and he just blew past that fullback and made up the ground and beat the goaltender who was coming out for that ball. And then he turned and almost made the shot, but hit the upright of the post and didn't go in.
As soon as Ronnie Minges booted that ball, you said, up too hard, he's not going to be able to make up the ground. And then Frederick hawked it down. Didn't get an initial kick, but he got a nice rebound. He tried to put that ball off of the turnaround, and as you say, hit that right goalpost. Just a matter of inches between that and a goal.
That's what I said. You can't beat hustling in this game.
And once again, that's Greg Frederick, not Steve. Sorry about that, Greg.
All right,
I'd like to thank the McCoskey girls for pointing that out to me.
I don't know. We have a timeout here in the field right now. Oh, we have a substitution. Norristown's putting a substitution in. We have Scott McDevitt coming in. I think Vinny Carbone came off.
Ball boy almost got trampled over there trying to assist.
I don't know what the holdup is. Oh, we got another throw in here.
Back to O'Brien. He can't control.
Cressman, let her get. All right. Good play. Now get rid of the ball.
Drew Cressman has it taken away by Dollarton.
Tried to go too far with the ball.
Okay, we've got 11 minutes left to go in the first half. It's 2-1 Knights. The Eagles' only goal coming on a direct kick from Ronnie Minges.
Looks like these guys are wearing down right now. They've spent a lot of energy in this first half, and they're trying to slow things down on these throw-ins and 6-yarders.
I think something that you don't really consider this time of year, it turned into a humid day today. It was really kind of warm.
We have a wing over on the side. If he can get that ball to the wing, and no, he didn't. Fullback broke it down. There's Eddie Hall over there on the side, maneuvering the ball, looking probably for a cross right now. Take it, and the fullback made a nice play. That's a good play. We have a throw in, Kenrick. Long throw in, could be trouble.
Oh,
we missed kick.
Good control that time. No, lost it right back.
Now.
Nice head that time by O'Brien. Bridle can't control it for the Eagles. Okay, you don't want to do it at halftime? Why don't we do it real quick at halftime, then we'll go to the shootout. That's your feel, all right?
Get up. All right, we have a 1-on-3, and we have nothing. Ron picks it up, moves it up the wing.
That's McDevitt.
McDevitt moves it. Now we got down to 2-on-3. Little push through. It could be.
Oh, he just
goaltender
covers.
Makes a nice save.
Sortino
goaltender came out and made a nice save.
Going to be a call against Frederick.
I think he's verbally warning him. A good referee, I think, when it wasn't too violent contact, will verbally warn a person to stay away from the official or from the goalkeeper. The next time he'll hit him with a yellow card. That is exactly right. That's a handball right there. It's off the shoulder. And we'll turn with a direct kick. Hitting it long, and I believe that's a waste. You got to control that ball.
A little bit weak there on the lead.
Yes. I think these guys are getting a little tired out here, like I said.
Now, is it also a factor that we're in the last game of the season, the end of October? Are these guys worn out that way?
Oh, we have a missed kick, a missed kick, and another missed kick on top of it.
I'll tell you, number 9, Mark Taglianetti had a great opportunity there that was just wasted.
Yes.
Miskicked that shot.
It certainly was. It went off the side of his foot.
Oh, boy.
Norristown can breathe a sigh of relief there. Now we're going with a 6-yarder. Has to clear the 18. Clears the 18, it's anybody's ball. And shot on net, and we'll have a 6-yarder again. While we have a break in the action here, the Norristown JVs beat the Kenrick JVs 4-1 today. Scoring in the first, second, third, and fourth period. Randy Heap scored in the first period for Norristown. Hager Michelle Springer scored in the second. Mike Serini scored in the third with a penalty kick. And Fred Fredericks, the son of an old classmate of mine, scored on the penalty kick in the fourth period. Brian Walker scored in the fourth period for Bishop Kenrick. That's one of the few saves that Brian Davis has made today. That is obstruction. That number 11 for Kenrick cannot run in front of a white player running onto the ball.
That was Fortescue.
That is what we call an obstruction. And with an obstruction, you would have your indirect kick. But the referee did not see the obstruction or see that it existed.
Now this time the head goes out of bounds.
If they bring up this one jump, they got to back up. Norristown's got to back up. Their fullback's got to move back. It's going to be a long one. And we have a 6.
Can't control.
Oh, there's a shot, and it's wide. I think we've been lulled to sleep here for a minute.
Yeah, we're kind of in a daze. They're just watching that ball get kicked around. Brought us back to life.
Henry came up with control down here in Norristown end. Got a nice shot off, a little wide of the net.
And we want to alert you folks, there's going to be a celebrity shootout here at halftime, part of the day's festivities. I think we're going to stay on the air for that. We'll bring you that. Should be interesting. Bob, aren't you going to be participating in that?
I hope so. Yes, I'm in it. I'm in. I hope your brother comes in. That's what I'm waiting for. Is he going down?
He's down there, I think, trying to organize the folks that are here. My brother Mike Brannon, who played for Norristown High back in his high school days, back in 1970.
Watch the goaltender. They're going to try to go back. And Minges hasn't picked up. Minges is you can tell by the way he moves. He's an intelligent ball player, always thinking on the field. Of course, I guess that comes from his father, who for years coached soccer down at PW also. I guess sort of runs in the...
It's in the blood, huh?
In the blood, yeah. Thank you.
It's okay. I'm practiced in all these cliches. I mean, I do football for Norristown High and basketball for Norristown High. We have to come up with these.
I'm glad you're here, Jeff.
Less than erudite phrases that just make up our broadcasting. Nuggets of knowledge, Tony Coyett says they are. I think that's severely debatable, but we'll go with that.
Here we got the corner kick.
Oh.
Kenrick heads out. Now, Norristown's going to... Oh, they're waiting for the throw-in. As you notice in soccer, the time doesn't stop. It just is continually running. As we do not have timeouts, the only time the clock would stop is if the referee had to hand out a yellow card or if there was an injury on the field. But other than that, play continues. A lot of teams you will see try to get the ball back into play immediately to try to take advantage of the other team not setting up quick enough.
If you've just joined us, folks, it's 2-1 Bishop Kenrick. We've got about 3 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Norristown here with a corner kick.
No, I think this is a direct kick. It's
direct
out of the
kick?
corner.
Oh, it's out of the corner. Okay.
Nice kick.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. What do you call?
Be a push?
Oh, he called a push against Norristown.
I think that was Scott McDevitt, number 6.
Kenrick coming out. I always dislike those whistles in the penalty area. I don't like penalty kicks. A lot of enthusiasm tonight from the Norristown crowd.
Yeah, a lot of students out here, which is great to see. And of course, the Norristown cheerleaders here for the ball game. Not a normal occurrence since the teams play usually in afternoon ball games up on Whitehall Road at Norristown High School. So it's good to see them out here generating some spirit. Of course, it's always good to see the cheerleaders.
Oh, another missed kick. Looks like Eddie Hull again with the ball. They got to watch. They got a guy off sides. Now he's back on. I don't know whether you noticed Eddie Hull right there is trying to make a breakaway for the net. They called a penalty. It's a direct kick against Norristown. He can put it right in the net. Far side, but too far.
Okay, of course, that's Brian Davis in goal for the Eagles.
The last time Carl took the direct kick, he faked a run through that time and let Eddie Hull take the kick. Holy Christmas, look at all the people they got in a celebrity shootout.
I guess Mike figures now he doesn't have to participate. They've got a lot of people there. Well, age will tell, I guess. I suppose he's getting up in years and didn't want to risk the body. He's getting married soon. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. All right, we're running down a time here in the first half. Just about 30 seconds to go. It's 2-1 Knights.